The Curse of the Banana Grove. In a small, remote village, there was a banana grove that everyone feared. The villagers called it the Cursed Grove, a place no one dared to enter after sunset. They spoke in hushed tones of a vengeful spirit said to dwell there, a ghostly figure that protected the grove with a sinister wrath. Lila, a skeptic, dismissed the stories as superstitious nonsense. She was visiting her grandmother in the village and decided to explore the grove to prove there was nothing to fear. Equipped with only a flashlight and her phone, she slipped out of the house one moonless night and made her way to the grove. The air was heavy with the scent of ripe bananas as Lila stepped into the dark grove. The towering banana trees formed a canopy above her, blocking out the faint starlight. Her flashlight cast eerie shadows, making the dense foliage seem alive. "This is just a grove," Lila muttered to herself, snapping photos with her phone. The deeper she ventured, the quieter it became. The usual sounds of nocturnal animals were absent, replaced by an unnatural silence. Lila shivered but pressed on, determined to debunk the village myths. Then she heard it, a low, guttural whisper that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere. "Leave." She froze, her blood turning cold. "Who's there?" she called out, trying to keep her voice steady. No answer came, but the whisper grew louder, repeating the same word, "Leave." The trees began to sway, though there was no wind. Lila's flashlight flickered, and she felt a chill run down her spine. A soft rustling sound came from behind her, and she spun around, her light revealing nothing but the dense grove. Suddenly, she saw a figure in the distance, standing unnaturally still among the trees. It was a woman, dressed in tattered white, her long hair obscuring her face. Lila's breath caught in her throat as the figure slowly turned its head toward her, revealing empty, black sockets where eyes should have been. The woman raised a bony hand and pointed at Lila, her lips twisting into a grotesque smile. "You should not be here," she hissed. Panic surged through Lila, and she turned to run, but the grove seemed to shift around her. The path she had taken was gone, replaced by an endless labyrinth of trees. The whispers grew into an anguished wail, echoing in her ears. The spirit was behind her now, its cold presence palpable. Lila could hear the crunch of leaves under its feet, drawing closer with every step. She stumbled, falling to the ground, and turned to face it. The ghost loomed over her, its face inches from hers. "Leave, or stay forever," it whispered, its voice like the rustling of dead leaves. With a surge of adrenaline, Lila scrambled to her feet and ran blindly through the grove. Branches clawed at her skin, and her flashlight slipped from her grasp, but she didn't stop. Finally, she burst out of the grove and collapsed onto the dirt road, gasping for air. When she looked back, the grove was still, its shadows undisturbed. The villagers found her the next morning, trembling and pale. Lila never spoke of what she had seen, but she warned everyone never to enter the cursed grove. And though she left the village soon after, the grove remained, its secrets hidden among the trees, waiting for the next unwelcome visitor.